Hello everyone, in this video we are going to see how to connect HTML form with MySQL using PHP. For this purpose I am using XAMPP server. First of all we need to download the XAMPP server. In C drive I have the XAMPP server. Go to the HT documents. In this I created the MK folder. In this folder I have all the HTML files which is used to create the web pages. The first web page is Welcome to M&H free online coding classes. In this, when you click on the Let's Start link, it will be directed to the registration form. In registration form, I have created the fields like first name, last name, gender, date of birth, phone number, email ID, graduation, and courses. When you click on the registration button, this all information will be submitted. And this submitted information will be stored in backend. Now we will see the HTML code. Here I am opening main with the notepad. This is the HTML code for our first web page. HTML is the hypertext markup language which is used to create the web pages. In head section I declared link h reference main.css. Main.css is a CSS file which is used to add more color to our web pages. U is an underline tag which is used to underline the given text. Here the text is welcome to M&H. P is the paragraph tag. In this tag I declare some content which will be displayed in the web pages. H reference is the anchor tag which is used to link the two web pages. Here I am linking my first web page with the registration form. Now we will see the code for the registration form. Form HTML tag is used to create the forms. In the action I will explain the latter. In method we have the two attributes post and getter. When we use the post, the information which we entered in the web pages will not be displayed in the URL, but when we use the get method, the information will be displayed in the URL bar. In label I declared the first name, input type text. I used the type as the text because we have to enter our names in the web pages. For the gender I used the type radio because here I have to choose any one of either the male or the female. So I here used the radio. In label I declared the date of birth. In input type I gave type as the date. In another label I declared the phone number. In phone number input type I gave the type as the phone. In another label I declared the email ID. In type I gave as the email for email ID label. In another label I declared the graduation. For this graduation I am using selected tag because here I have to give the multiple options to the user. So I am using the selector tag. In selector tag in option I declare the variable options. For courses also I am used the selector tag because here also I have to provide the multiple options. For creating the button I am using the button tag. In button tag I declare the class button success. Success is the color which is the green. In name I give as the save register. This is all about the HTML code for creating the registration form. Now we will see about the backend.php. Backend.php is a PHP file. This PHP file is used to connect the HTML form to the backend. In backend.php, PHP is the open tag and the server name is a variable name, and this variable name is assigned with the local host, and the server username is I gave as the root. I gave the password as the none. Here I declared another variable database. In this I'm assigning with the student register which is the database name, and I declare another variable name connection. I'm assigning with MySQL underscore connect which is the method which connect to that backend database, and to this method I'm passing the arguments which are the server name, username, password, and the database underscore n. First we need to check whether connection is successful or failed. For this purpose I am using the if condition. In if condition I declare the variable name underscore the connection. If the connection is failed, then the connection failed messages will be displayed on the web pages. If the connection was successful, then we come to the second condition if. In this I declare the is a set, which is a method. It checks whether the information which is entered by is null or the character. Then comes to the variable name dollar underscore post. Then we declare the square bracket. In square bracket we have the same, which is an array element. This same we already declared in the HTML. In the HTML we have the button. In the button we gave name as the save. These save name and the save in the PHP both are same. Then only when when the user entered, the information will be stored on the back end. Next come to the part dollar the first name, which is the variable name. To this variable name we are assigning a dollar underscore post, which is also variable name. In this we have the first name. We already declared the first name in the form. In the form we have the label first name. In the label we gave the name as the first name. These both names should be the same. And then the last name, similarly for the last name also we assigned with the dollar underscore post and the last name, and this last name also gave the name as the last name. Next come to the gender. For the gender also we assigned with the dollar underscore post, and this post we gave this gender, and this gender which should be the same as which declared in the HTML form. In the HTML form we gave the name as the gender. Similarly we have to give to all the variables names. Similarly here also we have the deverb be email, phone, then graduation, course. These are variable names we assigned with the respective names which are given in the forms. And the next step also we have the $SQL query, which is a variable name. To this variable name we are assigning the values by using the SQL query, which is an insert into STU register. DET is a table name. To this table name we have the column names, which are the first name, last name, gender, DOB, PH underscore number, email, graduation, course. These are all the columns names in the table. To this columns in the table we are passing the values, which are the first name, last name, and then gender, then DOB, which is the date of birth, then phone, which is a phone number, then email, which is email ID, then grade, which is a graduation, and then course. And the next we are checking the condition. If the user entered all the correct information, means the information which are entered by the user is which are in correct form, then the user will be redirected to the first main web page. For suppose if the user entered the information which is in not in valid form, then the error messages will be displayed on the web page. Then we are closing the connection by using the mysql underscore close method. Now I open the XAMPP control panel. When we download the XAMPP server, then the XAMPP control panel will be displayed. In this I am starting the Apache and the MySQL, and the Apache will run on the port 80.443, and we have to start the MySQL. When we start the running the Apache server, then we have the localhost slash the dashboard. Then go to the XAMPP folder. In this folder we have the HTML documents, and go to the dashboard. So now come to the Chrome. In the Chrome, just to type the localhost slash dashboard slash. When we entered in Chrome, type localhost slash yamk, which is a folder name. In this folder I have all my HTML files. Here you can see the all the HTML files which I created. Now creating the database. Click on the new. Here you have to enter the database name. I'm entering the student underscore register. By clicking on the create button, the database will be created. Now we have to create the table name. Here I'm entering the table name. I already gave the table name as the student registered underscore details in the PHP file, so I'm using the same name, student underscore register underscore details. We have to specify the number of columns. Here I declared the 8. Now we have to give the names for each column. So first here I am entering the first column name has the first name, first underscore name. We have to specify the data type. Here it is a var character. Then I am entering the second column name, last name, which is also var character data type. Then we have to specify the maximum length. Now the third one is the gender. Now I am entering the third column name as gender, and the fourth column name is date of birth. I am entering as a DOB, and the next column name is phone number. I am entering as the phone number, and then the next column name is email ID. Then the next column name is graduation, and then the last column name is course. Now we have to specify the data type for the each column name. Gender, which is var character, date of birth, which is of the date data type, and the phone number, which is integer. Then var character, email. We have to specify the maximum length for each column, and the graduation, which is the var character data type, and the course, which is also a var character data type. You have to specify the maximum length. I'm giving as 50. Now by clicking on the button save, the table has been created. Now we can see the student registration is a table name. Here we can see the column names and all the details. Now we have been seen that how to create the HTML file, PHP file, and how to create the database using PHP MyAdmin, and we also seen how to connect the HTML file with the PHP and MySQL database. Now we will see how all things will work. This is the register form which I created in first. Here I am entering the first name as Momo, and then last name, and the gender as female, then date of birth, I entered the date of birth. Now I'm entering the phone number, then I'm entering the email ID, now I'm selecting the graduation as BTech, then I selected course as Python. When I click register on the button register, all the information is submitted and I'm redirected to the first page. Now we will see how the information which are entered by you is stored in the backend database. Now go to the PHP admin, index, click on the student register details. Here you can see all the details which I entered in the form. Thanks for watching.